All right, Cliff, we're live.
Huh?
We're live.
We're live? No scratching the genitals?
You can.
No farting or belching?
Alright, one last noise.
You can hook it on here too. You could spot. Safer too, probably.
This doesn't cover it up.
Well, I can take this off. I'm about ready to take this off. This one will be off. You can hook it in there too.
Even better.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just start working.
But
Good
beautiful.
company.
Good company. We're in the time warp.
We're in the time. It is funny how time just kind of flies, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. Like for real.
Einstein, he talked about that, the relatively, he was always talking about time, but he was talking about the relative of time, and the way he explained it was, sitting on a hot stove, time goes really slow. But when you're standing and talking to a pretty girl, time goes really fast.
It's amazing because it doesn't change.
Yeah.
The speed of time doesn't change at all. It's just our perception.
Perception of it.
That's a really good example too.
Yeah.
That looks good.
What we're gonna try to do is make the distance here, the distance here, and the distance here about the same. Maybe a little bit different, but
Yeah.
see this one, look at the first one here. Maybe, see, it was deeper.
Oh yeah. Like a 20 almost.
Yeah.
And are these the same right here?
Yeah.
I like that.
And I can back it off. Let me back it off some more and I'll do this corner. Look at it and see what you think. Okay. Do you see what I'm talking about? Deep,
Yeah.
not as deep, not as deep.
Oh yeah.
Want this one?
Yeah, that one's cool.
Let me do this one.
Yep.
Okay.
So this goes on this edge, and then the quarter round goes underneath of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we may make, I haven't decided yet, we may make go with that same edge. Instead of a quarter round, maybe we should, because our edge is gonna look like this. And maybe our quarter round we should go, I don't know, if we should go like that. Or if we should curve it. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like a bigger.
Well,
Maybe like.
well, what I'm, the normal chord round's gonna be like this. Okay?
Okay.
So then what if on, what if we go like this? Don't quite make it, does it? Needs to be curved. Okay. The thing of it is, we go against that wall, we don't want that edge on this part. Right?
Oh, right, 'cause you want it to sit flat.
We don't want anything under here either. So we just want this edge just flat. This is the edge we'll put the, like what I did. There you go. This is the treatment we'll put on this edge. On both sides. Okay. All right. Gotta make sure I'm not right here.
Right there, right?
Here. Yeah, I get all those marks out of
They're all gone.
there. They're all gone. Yeah. See right there? The reason that one's staying is because of the knot. So this is much harder, wood is much harder here than it is over here. See the knot? So this is actually end grain. And you can feel, if you're sensitive, feel right there and then feel right here. You can feel the difference
Oh, yeah.
in the grain.
feel right there on that point, going right to it.
This is front. And this one, okay, we have the same thing with this one. How's this one? This one, this end gets the rounded part towards the front of the stove.
Yep.
This part will get rounded too, right?
Well,
Or is there a wall there?
there's a wall.
There's a wall here, isn't there?
Yeah, but it keeps it. There's a corner here,
Okay.
like a 4-inch wall here, and then so once.
So this will be the top. And
Basically,
we don't touch this part.
correct, but it does go all the way to the edge.
Right.
Okay.
It just breaks that edge.
I think it shows it more too, like it gives it more surface area.
Yeah, for the light to reflect. We got a spot right here, so. I don't know what happened.
What grit is that you're using? 600. Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
We probably should get the. Huh?
So, boom. It's good. Look at that.
This finish, I know this finish is 5 years old, it may be 6, maybe, and that's been sitting there, I haven't done nothing with it. Feel it.
And that's with the finish on it?
That's what you want on there.
Yeah. What kind of wood is this?
That's oak.
This is oak, okay. Yeah. This is something we put on there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. Cool.
Okay, so now trim. We got these pieces ready to finish. So we'll put these somewhere safe. So now, I'm gonna figure out what kind of molding we want. Okay. All right. Switch gears here. How big of a piece of molding do we want, I wonder? How much overhang did we figure out? Do you remember? How much we have on each side?
Man. 3/4.
Did we go 3/4?
Because that top one is the
That's the wide one on the stairs.
the short one is 5.5. And 5.5 is a 1x6. And 1x6 fit perfectly over that because 3/4 on each side would be 1.5 inches. Would be 4 inches. Which is a 2x4 wall
Okay.
that's sitting on top of it. And the other board has a 2x4 wall with a 3/4 inch piece of plywood or something. Yeah,
Okay.
it's gotta be 3/4.
Okay. On each side. Alright.
Cause I think.
So we have to figure out how big of a piece of trim we want to make.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
How wide at the top, like where to start the round.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make something like this. Okay, so we need to know this distance. And of course, this one will probably be the same, whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't draw it very good, but
Yeah. Yeah.
so we make this 3/4. This has to be 3/4, but we can make this 1/2 inch. Make this 1/2 inch.
And then for sure fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if it has a little, it even adds another.
Right. What we could do. I forgot. See, I gotta. Or we could go the other way too, you know, that's another thought, I never thought about that. That's another, That might be better, actually. Go this way. A little cold.
Oh, that'd be cool.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then it would flow down.
Say like, so this is the edge of our board here. So this would come down and it would go like that. See what I mean?
Yeah, you can grab it. Yeah. I like that. For real. Because you can come around and
Yeah. Yeah. It's more like a handrail.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we got the shape. Okay. Now we gotta figure out the size. Okay. Okay. Or we could do this too. Put a step in it. Come on. See what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a bell, almost like a bell shape.
Yeah. You do that too. So let's see what this looks like. Just for kicks and giggles.
Does this go in a certain place in here?
No, not really. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Oops.
It'll be offset like that.
Yeah. Cause you said we had 3/4 of an inch. So, 3/4 of an inch is about right there. So you gotta have a step. We can figure it out pretty closely if you want, a little closer, but I think having a little reveal there won't hurt a thing, you know what I mean? Like that. And we can make this cove deeper too.
Yeah, I like that.
A little deeper in the cove.
No, let's leave it right where it's at.
It's real subtle this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, because you can see this shape on the edge.
Yeah.
And it comes into there. That's cool. Yep.
And nobody else will have it. This is unique.
Right.
You can't go to Menards and buy this.
Okay.
So, this is what we want?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it right there.
So now we have a pattern.
Okay. Patch. We got the pattern here.
Okay, so. Oops. We might be able to get enough out of that one piece. Maybe. So, how are we gonna do this? Let's see, we gotta. Yeah.
Oh.
Big timber. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig that one out.
So I was talking to my uncle, he said he watched the videos of us working on that trim and listened about, learned some stuff about the wood and he learned about it. And he said, yeah, my other uncle, his brother, wanted to make some kind of furniture out of it, and somebody was going to make something for him. I don't know what it was. And he took him a load to it, and they basically said like it was too I guess not
Too gnarly.
Basically too gnarly to do whatever they wanted to do. So then he brought it all back. And I thought, oh, that makes sense. As we were talking about planing it and working it, they wanted straight boards. Dude.
Says piece of timber.
Gotcha. Beast thing.
Yeah.
Minus the venom.
Yeah. Okay. Now, that's what we want. Right? Our pattern there.
Yep. Hey, can I have a cup of tea?
Sure, of course. I'm sorry, I should have offered, man.
No, it's like,
I saw you with your mug, so that's why I didn't. I figured you brought coffee. So. I apologize.
no, I had a couple cups this morning, so I'm good on my coffee. That's just my water good. I basically, I can keep track how much water
I
I've been drinking.
apologize.
Well, I didn't really think about it, and then so you only know. You know what? Today's a perfect day for a cup of tea.
You want
Because to me,
honey?
Yeah. I think honey.
This is kind of sticky. Where's the sawdust out of the cup? Yeah, it is a perfect day for Coke. So when you put your honey in it, some people honey and some people. Yeah, I kind of like a little on the sweet side.
I do too.
I've got a sweet tooth. I got a terrible sweet tooth.
I do too. I
Use a spoon.
sometimes for lunch I just choose to eat double dip peanuts from the nut shop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, crap, I can choose to eat for lunch right now. This is just as
It's protein.
nobody caffeine, some milk, dairy. I'm checking a lot of boxes here all this
I
time.
know. Come on. I had trouble thinking this morning. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. This one keeps acting up. So yours is. This better be 98, 97.
Or 91.
Yeah, which isn't too bad. I thought it was in the 80s.
Your machine's still been acting weird.
It makes that noise, but
98,
it's still
99.
told you. So, yeah.
Dude, I watched a crazy scuba diving video. Found these guys that are like cave divers, technical divers, okay, and they react to videos, scuba diving videos on YouTube, and for different things that happen when it comes to diving. And I like it because they come from like a really reserved, like technical point of view with it. And I don't know. I like the way they put down their information. So this lady went on it was like dry suit. So I'm starting to get like more curious about the different things in the sport.
Right.
And so they start going through this video and start talking about all these things about a dry suit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never even like thought about like that part of it. So in a dry suit, if you start to go down, a dry suit's set up to be able to inflate air.
Put air in it, yeah.
Air in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't realize that. So as you go down, that thing starts to basically crush you. And the picture they painted, they said, imagine it in like a vacuum sealer in your kitchen, and it's just sucking the air out of you, but it's around your body. So like this chick was in, where's that, Montana, Glacier Mountain National Park, and doing this training dive on a wetsuit with a new instructor, and they didn't do any pre-checks, nothing like that. And then basically she got in and went straight to the bottom. This guy tried to save her, tried to do all the things right, like all the protocols. Her back inflate was already all the way inflated, which meant that she had more weight on her then her back plate could lift. So he tried to find her weights and get rid of them, but he couldn't find them. He felt them, but he couldn't find like a quick release or anything. And like at 100 and something feet, he finally just had to like let her go because he was going to the bottom
With her.
And then like come to find out, she had like 45 pounds of weight in the pockets of her dry suit. And they said, imagine going to the gym and taking a 45-pound plate and getting in the water, and it was like a 18, 19-year-old high school girl. So it's like, why didn't the instructor check her? I was like, oh my gosh, like.
She died.
Oh yeah. Cause then even though like they were like a half-hour drive away from cell signal wherever they were diving at. Yeah, she died. So as I'm thinking about diving these little lakes at 18, 20 feet, it just makes me realize that, man, there's so many things even in that little thing.
Yeah.
And then like, I think like science, like, the thing like choice is just like Boyle's law and all these different like laws that we know about gases and pressures.
Right. I remember that from chemistry.
Right, and then I take it like back and I'm like, oh yeah, that thing. This is what I'm gonna use that.
That was a nice thing about when I went back to class. I went back, see how old was I? When I started 34, 35 maybe. But it was so much more interesting. Chemistry was like, oh, that's why that works.
Like the light bulb, literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, okay, now I understand.
Yep.
And periodic table, it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's really, really cool. How they have that all set up and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So,
2 + 2 = 4.
yeah. Well, let's see if we can get some molding of it here. So they wouldn't make any furniture out of it because it was too gnarly. Yeah, pretty gnarly stuff. Yeah. Told you it was gnarly.
Well, yeah, and that story just added perspective to that. I do exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
They take it to some guy specialized in like.
See, look what happened there. You can see where the grain goes. Watch the grain. And watch, look at this bulge right there. You can literally see it. This bulge right here.
Right, and we saw this straight, right?
Yeah. No, not this side. We haven't touched this side. We saw this side straight.
Okay. That is amazing. And right here, you can just see every little.
Yeah.
So what makes a bulge like that grow in the tree? This just might be like where it grew up into the sun, or like a constant like.
Could be a limb there. Could be somebody shot it with a shotgun slug. Some sort of a windstorm damage.
But just development. Yeah, you're right there.
Actually, there's part of a knot right there, so there was a limb there.
So it became the tree's growing whichever way, and then it's a corner, like a corner or like a valley in a house, basically.
We'll fill that in. That's 3/16 there.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see it right there too.
Yep.
It's black.
Well, let's see what happens.
How long did I put this in here? want me to do anything over here?
Oh. Then we gotta turn it over and cut it the other way. We'll do that after we get them all. So now we'll do another one, cut it off. But, another break. Sorry, okay. Barber, waits for no man.
This is true.
Okay. Here we go. Sorry about not offering you a tea.
No, don't worry about it.
Not a very good host.
I disagree.
I saw the mug and I thought, oh, he's got his coffee. He's fine.
Now I kind of got it set up like you do, where I make a couple cup of coffees in my little maker,
Yep.
where I grind the beans right then when I do it, and then,
Everything's fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of those. I usually have about 3 a day, and I had 2 this morning. And I thought, do I want a root beer? And I was like, no, you know what, I want a tea. So I was in between.
Yeah.
Have you played poker lately?
I played Wednesday. What did I do Wednesday? I think Wednesday. 450. I won 450. 445, something like that.
Tournament or cash
No,
game?
Cash. Went to the tournament and it was like somebody flipped the switch. I couldn't get nothing.
You had what you got today? You're done.
Yeah. And I wasn't in a good seat. The guy next to me was a real jerk. And I'd been playing, let's see. What time did I get? I got there early.
In the cash game, guy next to you with the jerk?
No,
In the tournament.
in the tournament. No, let's see. Around noon, maybe a little later. I forget now. And played until 7 o'clock at the cash game. And the tournament starts at 7. Went to the tournament game. First break's at 8:30. Made it to first break. Never won a hand.
All the way to first break. You just made it there.
Oh no. Can't play, can't play.
Right. So after the first break.
And after the first break, and then the guy next to me was,
Like, what was he doing?
well, for one thing, they put 10 people at the table, which is crowded.
Okay.
Most poker tables are designed for 9.
So you're.
So they get you tightened up, and then I'm a pretty good sized guy, and then the guy next to me on this side was no slouch. And he comes in, pushes his way, elbows his way in. Yeah, I don't know. He was just bad vibe from the minute he sat down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's hard to explain.
I know, but it's just like some people, there's just an energy where you're like,
Just get away from me.
yep. And there he is,
Yeah.
literally thrown in your side that day.
So I sat there for a while, and I don't know, about 9 o'clock, I woke up with an ace and a rag, which is, I don't know, it was a 6 or a 7. It was suited, but it was very strong. So I threw all in, and there's a guy down at the other end of the corner that was just, he could do no wrong.
You're catching everything.
Yeah. Had an ace, he had a king, 2 kings come out on the board. That's how lucky he was. So, it's fun.
And
I was ready to go home anyway.
And he had the stack to call, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, it makes sense for nobody else, but he was a big stack at the table.
Yeah. And he had like king 2 or king 3.
Why
something
not?
like that. And,
He had, I got that, like, whatever, let's see.
yeah, and I only had like, I might have had 10 grand left, so,
Okay.
in tournament chips. You start with, you start with 20? I think you start with 20. So, and the problem is if you get too low, like if you get down to 2,000 or 3,000, then anybody will call you with anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough to
And
defend yourself.
if you double it up, then you're still just surviving a couple hands.
So, yeah. If you want to play, there's a pretty good tournament up in Bristol at the American Legion at 1:30. The first and second Sunday of the month. Costs $40.
The first and second Sunday. Okay.
Be a great place to learn. Seriously. Not much money.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
That's all you can lose.
Right.
Unless you rebuy. I mean, if you lose, say like in the first hour, half an hour, you lose that, you can rebuy another one if you want to. But after the first break, then it stops.
So do a lot of guys play really loose
Oh yeah.
with that, knowing that?
Oh yeah.
Can you rebuy as much as you want to?
Yeah. Yeah. Some guys rebuy 4, 5, 6 times.
So they come there $200 and
Yeah, they just keep rebuying.
and
I think their record is 7
okay.
or 6, something like that. Which is ridiculous.
Which I get it though. You're trying to
Yeah.
catch a big hand early.
Right. Right. Double up. Yeah. But poker is all about discipline and patience. Cards will come. You just have to wait for them.
You have to play enough hands. Back to the periodic table, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't do too bad.
Is that bad beat bonus still going?
Got hit. 700 and I think it was 750,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I hit about a month ago. $595 or $595,290.75.
Split how many ways?
7. Well, what happens is they take, let me see how they work that. The bad beat guy gets 50% of that. The guy that beat him gets 25% of that.
Okay.
And then the table, the rest of the table, so that would be 5, take the other 25% and splits it. So if you're just sitting at the table and it hits.
You split a share, right? So basically you get,
So how much would that be?
that'd be 5%. 5%. Basically you get 5% of that.
$500,000 or $600,000.
Yeah. So
30 grand.
yeah.
Around 30 grand. Somebody said 27.8 or 26.8 or something like that. Yeah.
That's not bad. We're not a
It's
poker.
taken 2 years.
2 years
I think it's been 2 years.
and now it starts over.
Right now it's 313,000.
Already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now it's 300.
So does the casino
$318,345.35. Every day they take a chunk of money, because at every every deal, $1 gets pulled out, gets put in a pot.
Does the casino start the pots at a certain amount?
I think so.
Okay.
And then they collect all that every day, and then that gets put in the bad beat. And they just keep adding to it every day.
Pretty cool.
So, but the bad beat, quads over quads, is pretty rare. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. It happens, but not very often. Pretty rare.
It's a good carrot on the stick.
Huh?
It's a good carrot on the stick.
Yeah. And it gets a lot of people, they just go in there and sit down.
And the casino can sit on a pot of $500,000 and let it do whatever it does.
Exactly, for 2 years.
Tax free probably because it's in play or whatever. However, they make it look on the.
Plus it generates a lot of traffic. That's like you said, a big carrot for a lot of guys, for people, I should say. There's a lot of women that play there too.
Yeah, what are the pop sales? Do they sell pop or the free pop?
Free.
Okay.
All that's free. Some people buy liquor.
Or the sandwich sales? Like what's their lunch sales attributed to a person sitting at a poker table?
Not very good, I don't think.
People don't get up to go eat.
Not really.
They're just in the.
Now at the casino in Arizona, you can eat at the table.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be, I don't know if you could eat at Fort Winds. But yeah, the casino in Arizona, you can eat. You can order at the table, and they have waitresses, and they bring it right to the table. It's just like a restaurant. They actually have good food. They have a full kitchen. You can have an omelet.
That's pretty good.
So usually that's what we do. On Tuesdays, we go do laundry. Then we go to the casino, and I have breakfast. And Doris has breakfast. We play. The tournament in Arizona starts at 11:15, so that's perfect timing. So, and usually if I win, usually it's all over by 3 o'clock. So,
Is there a cash game there? Or is that all just a tournament?
always cash game there, 24/7. You can walk in that casino anytime, sit down at the poker table and play a game. Incredible.
Somebody there playing, or people are there playing.
I think there's 87 tables there, 85 tables there. It's huge. It is bigger than this whole floor together. This whole building.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It is. It's bigger than this building, the floor. It's the biggest poker room in Arizona.
And what casino is it?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Haha.
Talking stick. Talking stick. Yeah. And what's cool about that one is you can find any game you want.
Omaha Hold'em. Do you play Omaha?
I do online. I have played Omaha high-low at the casino, but not a whole lot. That's a tough game. I mean, there's a lot going on. You have to really pay attention.
I always jokingly call that one option poker. I like this one. I got all these options to me. Let me just keep putting money in the pot, so I can see more cards, just to be disappointed at the end.
The high-low is really, because you got a high hand and a low hand, so the pot gets split sometimes. And the whole key to that is you want to sweep, in other words, you want everything. So, and sometimes you can do that, depending on your hand.
That's like an 8-sided Rubik's Cube versus a 4-sided Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I'll start at the hold'em table in Bristol, and then we'll figure out about high-low Omaha.
If you do want to play, I would suggest you go to a poker site. Poker Stars is pretty good. It's a free site, and just play some straight. Hold them, get used to the mechanics and what beats what and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That'd be cool.
wow. I got return. Sheesh.
Okay. Let's try this again. Hey. It's flowing. It's flowing.
Yeah. It is.
So what makes that happen?
The grain.
To change directions?
See the grain on it? You can actually see it when you come down. Right here, see the curve right here? And then as soon as it hits here, it pop this out.
Oh, okay. It's like a leaf spring.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm doing is making room, so when I cut it, get rid of this, but I don't want this bulge out here.
And you're still cut it off like this big table saw.
Yeah, we'll cut it over the table saw, but I don't want this making it. We gotta throw this part away anyway, but this section here we can save. See? And then this we can save. So that's what I'm trying to do is save some of this. You can see one piece of work right there. See that? If we can get another one out of that or not.
Perfect in there.
Huh? No.
You got another big board, right?
I know.
Listen to me.
Huh?
I said, listen to me talk like I know what's going on.
No, that's fine. Let's see. How do we do that? Let's see. Cut it like this. Then we'll cut it like that. So we want to cut it like this. Yeah. Grandpa will be proud of us.
I think so. So much. I thought about that this morning.
We didn't get all of it, but we got some of it. And we got enough for a.
I think it's probably enough
Huh?
for both one, either one, right?
There's too narrow down there, or maybe, it's long enough for that one, and then this one's long enough for that side. Actually, we only need a couple more. And we're almost there. We still have to cut them this way, but, you know what I mean? I'm not moving this.
Right, you just gotta turn it.
Huh?
Just got to turn it.
We gotta turn it and cut it, where's our pattern, man? What do we do with our pattern? Here it is. Yeah, see, we gotta cut, we have to cut, let's see. We gotta cut it this way. So, but we need more. Probably should make 2 more. In case we screw one up. These are ready to finish.
I'm just curious.
And once we get these made and get these ready for finishing, we'll put a coat on all of these at the same time. Actually, I think it goes. We want it to go the other way. We want the top to go like this. Right? Yeah, but it's narrow. This gets thinner
On the back side.
on the back side.
Yeah, I was just seeing how much longer these were.
Oh,
Alright, well,
we got that. So now we need to make another board. So we don't need all of this. All we need is enough to go length of that, right?
yeah.
So there's a major hump in there, right there. Mm-hmm.
So we probably want to stay away from that thing, right?
Well, it'd be kind of nice, but I think these pieces. Let's see, how long is this?
This is just for the spoon, right?
43 inches. No, that's pith.
Oh, yeah.
43 inches is what we need. So,
What about the other side?
I don't have one looked at it.
Okay.
But we got plenty right here. what we could do, that's probably the thing to do, is we'll rip, we can do, cause that means we're gonna, well, we can use rollers. I'm saying in the table saw, use rollers. We cut a strip one in half, and we'll plane it, and then we'll make our mold. explain this down here. So. It's got a hump right there. Yeah. See the hump?
Oh, yeah. There,
Mm-hmm.
sharp one here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. close the one for the joiner and open the gate for the air. Yeah.
We're zooming.
cool? Okay. Now it's tea time.
Okay.
No, drain. Drain it. Drain, drain, drain. Okay. Now what we gotta do?
Just cut it the length and 40.
Huh?
Cut it the length and 40.
No, you don't cut it to,
Where are we?
you don't cut it to 45 until you install it.
Okay.
A 1/16 of an inch will be the gap.
Okay.
So. I suppose we could vacuum this up. I think are we done? I don't know if we're done with this or not. Why don't you hang on to this? We'll hang on to this, but we'll clean up the sawdust. Drop this out of the way. Okay. Now, let's see. What we got. The other day I put the fan in the window and I'm working away, doing my thing, whatever. I don't know, about 2 o'clock. And man, it's hot in here. Look over the window and the fan's gone. Like, look out the window, the fan's laying out on the ground. It's all plastic, it just kind of explodes and hits the ground. Oh, okay. So I go downstairs. I get it and pick up the pieces. Bring it back up here. Snap it together. Turn it on and it works. So, okay.
There we go.
The metal one would have bent into the blade and I would have had to hammer things out. But okay. What do we gotta do now? I never even heard it.
You were working on the Swan?
No, I don't know what I was working on. Well, I wasn't working on the Swan. I must have been working on the cribbage works.
Okay.
But I was preoccupied. Okay. Now. There's that other one. Oh, man. Okay. What you shooting?
There's something out the window to maybe put in between whole scenes or in between going from that to maybe cutting. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah. Sometimes, a few years ago, and he was pretty, or she was pretty regular, they would fish right over there, the Sand Hill Creek. Right over,
Oh, really?
right in there, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And they would be there for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then they would go. See people fishing off the bridge every once in a while. I don't know what they catch. If they catch anything. But the birds must think there's fish in there.
They like the frogs too, I think.
Oh, I never thought about that, yeah. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So what do we got to do now? We have to finish. Okay. Oh, that's from... need those two. Ladies, there. And this one will go. I'm gonna do this. I guess we'll take the hood. Take this one. I'll take this one. There we go. Like that. All right. I need some. Okay. Now, suppose. What'd you do with it? There it is. newspapers are getting harder and harder to find. Nobody reads anymore.
Oh, I bet you're right. You know, it's out there like, it's just like, you have to work a little bit to find some newspapers.
Yeah. Okay. So. This is the bottom. So we always we start with the top, do the bottom first, and then we flip it. So we always leave the top so we can see it. And this will be the top on this one. Okay, so
Yep.
yeah, I need to start cleaning out. I really do. Here we go.
This is the top, right?
That's the top. So we want to flip it over.
And this is the,
That's the bottom.
that's the bottom.
That's the top.
Let's flip this over.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's like you're getting ready for surgery.
Yeah. Already making a mess.
It's almost just like water, milky
Mm-hmm.
water.
Well, it's a sanding sealer. So this seals it. And then we'll build from here.
So that seals it like the from sanding. Then there's like the little spots are up, like you talked about,
Yeah, it's supposed to lock them down.
and so it just lays everything down. It's like pomade for your haircut,
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So.
like hair gel, like how little
Oh,
loose
okay.
flyaways. It sticks it together, and
I have no idea. It'll be interesting to see how many comments you get on this.
I know. I think it's like I'm curious too. So that piece of oak that you showed me, there's another layer that goes that's after this.
Actually, there's on that piece of oak, there's 6 layers.
Okay. We'll do the same thing here.
Sure. You want a glove? There's gloves right over there. Right up there. You want them? Right there to your left there by the window. Yep. I can't believe how much equipment they were hauling over there. Man, they had these.
For the band?
Yeah. It's like, wow.
Oh my gosh, it's the whole production. My friend, his wife does like the flag girl stuff.
Yeah.
Choreographs all that, and they charge those group. And then they have like a winter called Winter Guard, where they do the flag performance indoors. And so he's always making props and working on stuff. Gyroscope.
What's Risco?
Hmm?
What's Risco?
Gyroscope
Oh, gyroscope. Oh.
in the camera.
Oh.
To get the turn orientation.
Oh. I think of that. Nowhere in the world is there going to be a trim like this around your railing.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's kind of cool, ain't it?
I think so. It's completely custom,
Yeah.
start to finish. Literally. It's equivalent to
And
taking.
say thank you to Grandpa.
Exactly. Grandpa, Uncle Mike. So do we sand between each, like will we sand after this?
Yep. And between every coat we sand. Yep. And that's the idea, is to make it as smooth as possible. And have a real finish to it, you know.
Or do we let this dry some before we flip it over? Or do I flip it
No,
over?
just get it all,
Smooth.
yeah, smooth, and then roll it. Rolla says 2,200 on that pole over there in the Swan.
2,200.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's half of my 40, whatever president it is gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
What is your heart say?
What's that?
How much?
Oh, how much? I don't know. I really don't know. And actually, a lot of it has to deal with the person, how they approach me. You know, they want a deal. It's like the lady in Chicago, and you know, forget it.
Right. Do you have to put a price on it?
Huh?
Do you have to put a price on it?
Well, I can, you know, have it so they have to ask, but a lot of people don't like asking. So.
Because if you don't know, and it's an energy, and that person, yeah. I hear you. I'm trying to think of a what different way to go about it that's not.
You need one of those Chinese master negotiators.
Like the lady that came to you.
It was fun. I mean, she really worked me over, but it was, you know, wow, what a lesson. She was relentless.
And she already knew the next step before she moved. She knew where she was going before.
Yeah,
she got
before she started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
knew she was going to buy, but she was going to get the best deal she could. That's okay.
Part of the fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't forgot her. It's funny how every once in a while you'll get a customer that just like, bing, stays right there, you know?
Stands right out, right.
Yeah.
To you. Yeah, I know. And sometimes they'll be in your life for one little interaction, and sometimes they'll be there
Forever.
and randomly. And they'll make appearances randomly in your life.
Yeah. It is kind of funny how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes at the barbershop, it's like, I know this name. I'm like, oh, this guy's back? Like, what now made him come back after maybe not being here for a year or
Maybe he was out of the country, you know?
Right.
Maybe he's delivering trailers, and maybe, you know, life just got in the way.
Exactly. It's not any certain way, it's just exactly that thing, like, where has life taken this person? Since the last time that I saw them. And to hear that story and catch up was a lot of fun.
So you ever think you'll buy that building you're in?
I don't think that building now. I think I mean, Miller's Barber Shop is probably that building I would ideally buy.
Or the one over on the corner there, oh.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And like, back to the barber politics, right? Like
It's funny.
The Goshen barber politics. I am not like super involved with the downtown. Like downtown has basically two or three chamber of commerces.
Mm-hmm.
The chamber of commerce.
2 chamber of commerces?
Well, unofficially.
Oh, unofficially. Oh, okay.
They've got the chamber of commerce, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to say that's more fulfilled with
Rollo's on that, isn't he?
Rolo.
You're right.
Yeah, and then like the RV factories, the industry around Goshen. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the Downtown Incorporated, which is they organize First Friday and are in charge of that. But you can also pay to be part of that group and involved with that. And then part of that is being involved with all the stuff. They promote downtown businesses that way. So as I get into this, I start looking around and going, why do I gotta pay to be part of all these different groups? Like,
oh, okay.
forget that. I'm good. I can promote myself and do those things. And so I'm not really involved in any of those things. And I'm probably the old codger in my barber shop, just doing haircuts with my 300 regular customers once a month. That's where the idea of being at Miller's on 8th Street, where I have my own parking lot and my own building, it would feel a lot of freedom to, oh, you guys need to have a car wash for a fundraiser? There you go. And we can talk about,
Yeah.
I can be more my neighborhood barber in the neighborhood that I live in. I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that.
I grew up out in the country, and I grew up getting my haircut where I'm at, but I didn't grow up in town or in.
Right.
I've always been outside of that. In some ways I laugh. I'm like, man, it's easy to just be in the barber shop and just feel like you're in your own little bird cage or fishbowl in this area. And then being downtown a lot, like it's part of your neighborhood, right? So then, like, seeing the people, it changes.
Of course, over if you go over there, you're not going to get the foot traffic and people walking in and grabbing a pop and stuff like that too. You know what I mean?
Right.
When people go there, they go there for a haircut.
And that's it. Yeah, and you just need to find enough barbers and put people in both places, and then go cut hair wherever I want to. Either one. Could I use this to cover these?
Huh?
More?
Sure.
Okay.
We got 2 more here. Careful you don't drip on what's done.
So,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You can drip on the floor, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying we don't want to drip on what we've got coated. Yeah, I never was much of a politician. I'm too upfront and out in the open.
Yep.
I think you're a butthead. I'm going to tell you you're a butthead.
Just matter of fact. Do we use this stuff 6 times?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is this the only time we'll use this?
This is the only time we use this. That one's done, isn't it?
I don't think so.
You sure? I thought that was done. I wouldn't have been standing there goofing off. Let's see, I think it was done.
Think so? Okay. Hey, you probably know better than I do. I'm distracted here.
No, I'm just saying. This stuff dries pretty quickly.
Okay.
So I think there's already some on there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's changing color much, but you're doing that. Alright.
Let me make sure. Cause see now this is lighter there too. There's a spot there. Give that an hour. Okay. It changes everything, doesn't it?
It does. It brings it to life just that quick.
Yep. Okay. Huh?
Perfect cabinet for that stuff.
That's why it's there.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. So now what do we get to do? Spoon, hey?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Maybe it's over there. Oh, no, back up. On that bench right there by the light somewhere. Is it in there? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Do you need to eat lunch?
I need to take a break. I'm at 88, so. Clean things up here a little bit.